thank you so much for your inspirational comments and sharing your life with us. I think that we would all agree that you represent all that is a Maverick. At this time, I'm pleased to introduce our student speaker, Mrs. Jennifer Weibel McKee, who is also in the Honors College and a recipient of a scholarship. She will receive her BSN, her Baccalaureate of Science in Nursing degree in May. And the good news that she shared is also that this weekend she heard that her dream of becoming a Baylor nurse in the neurology ICU is going to come true. She has been hired. And so that's her next step. Jennifer. Jennifer, where are you? Thank you.
Thank you, Dean Poster. Of all the great things that have been coming to fruition this semester, being asked to speak to you today will stand out as being one of the greatest honors. My name is Jen Weibel McKee. I'm a senior 2 in the College of Nursing, and in 66 days, I will be walking across the stage in Texas Hall and onto the top of the world. Being here with you is one of the capstones of a long and occasionally very difficult 4 years. I am proud to be representing my classmates and grateful for every one of the donors here today who believes in the power of nursing and who believes in UTA students. I have 2 little sons. Sebastian is 4 years old. Corbin is 3, and he was born on a Wednesday. I know it was a Wednesday because I was supposed to be taking a test in my very first pre-nursing course. My lifespan and development instructor was kind enough to allow me to take the test the next week. However, despite my argument that I should have gotten extra credit for it, she turned me down. I thought, it doesn't get much lifespan and develop-ier than having a baby. She disagreed. Being the student who has been chosen to speak to you and raising 2 relatively civilized boys would have been completely impossible without the love and unwavering support of my husband, Jason. I have a degree in English literature, and 5 years ago, I was working a nice, respectable office job, and we were a 2-income family. About 33 weeks into my first pregnancy, I threw out all my plans to give birth in the usual way, decided I was going to do the whole thing unmedicated under the watchful eyes of a certified nurse midwife. Sebastian was a 10-pound, 4-ounce baby. And it was the best decision that I have ever made. Those nurses not only brought out strength I didn't know I had, but also showed me that nurses can change the world, one small decision at a time. Our newborn was only a few months old when I realized that I was on the wrong course. I, too, wanted to have a hand in changing the world, and it wasn't happening where I was working. In the interest of saving time, I'll condense this conversation that Jason and I had down. I said, you know, baby, I've been thinking it's a good idea for me to quit my job and we'll rely entirely on your income while I stay home with the baby. Then, 17 months later, we'll have another baby, but during that time, I'll apply to nursing school and spend immense amounts of time studying. And because I don't like to do things halfway, I'll also join the Honors College and do research for a thesis. Oh, and I'm afraid you're going to have to get rid of your Cobra Mustang because we can't afford it anymore. And Jason, much to my surprise and delight, said, go for it. I will be in the garage taking pictures of the car to post on Craigslist. Last year around this time, May 13th, 2010, was feeling like it was going to be a long, long way off. The College of Nursing expects the best out of its students. The coursework is rigorous, and in typical fashion, I had made things even more complicated for myself. My family had to make major lifestyle changes for me to return to school. It was right about then that I got this great letter. I had received the Dreammakers scholarship donated by Mr. and Mrs. Luke, and I see that he is in the back here again today. Mr. Luke, I still have that letter. I feel deeply that their generosity and the generosity of all of you that are here today is a validation of nursing and what every student in this room has chosen to do with his or her life. It is a testament to the work that the College of Nursing puts into us, and into fulfilling their obligation to the future of this profession. I am proud of my classmates, and I am proud of my college. I like walking into hospitals and feeling like I've already been granted respect because UTA has consistently produced nurses that over the years have earned it. I have a lot of conversations on hospital elevators, and I always end up saying something along the lines of, I'm a nursing student from UT Arlington. Occasionally, the conversation ends with me saying, you really need to make an appointment with your primary care provider. More often than not, though, I say something along the lines of, it's an amazing school. Don't let anything stand in your way, and you need to come and check us out. I almost always notice a difference in people after I tell them who I am. My affiliation with UTA makes me a part of a strong tradition of excellence. Nursing is an honorable and worthy field, and I feel so much pride and just a little bit of anxiety that in a few short months I will be given the trust of my patients, my colleagues, my professors, and the people here today who have so generously supported us. The nurses who came before us earned that trust, and it is our duty to preserve and improve it for those that will follow us. A nurse who has the opportunity to learn at UT Arlington has been given something unique, something that can make him or her a leader in the field and an example to be emulated. Almost every day, UTA students bring this with them into hospitals across the Metroplex. We wear it on our sleeves, literally on our sleeves, which is why people do a really pleasing thing with their heads when they're trying to figure out who I am. There's a badge on our left arm that includes the University of Texas motto, which is Disciplina Praesidem Civitatis. The motto loosely translates into, cultivated mind is the guardian genius of democracy. What happens in Pickard Hall, week after week, and year after year, is some serious mental cultivation. Our college demands that we start to think 3 steps ahead of where we are right now. We are educated to think about what is going to turn into the best possible outcome for this particular patient, so we improve the quality of their experiences and we save lives. We have a generation of nurses that will soon be thinking about their well-deserved retirement. This generation that UTA's College of Nursing is preparing for the future will have the daunting task of facing many challenges. I have faith in their ability to not only confront them, but to become leaders in finding innovative solutions. UTA provides the tools, and the people chosen for this program provide the drive. If you are sitting in this room, you already know the value of the College of Nursing and the value of UTA graduates. Being chosen as a scholarship recipient is a validation of hard work and a financial boost for a student who very likely has made great sacrifices to be filling one of those seats in Pickard Hall. Thank you for all you have done for us. Thank you for believing in cultivating minds, and thank you in investing in the future of healthcare. Last year, right around the time he was turning 3, Sebastian decided that he had career aspirations towards becoming a monster truck superhero. I'm a little unsure about what the qualifications for that particular job might be, besides perhaps a driver's license, a ready supply of oversized tires, and maybe a cape. A close perusal of the website has assured me that UTA has not yet finished developing its school of monster truck superherodom. Sebastian has about 14 years before he needs to finalize those decisions, so maybe I'll send President Spaniolo an email suggesting he get right on that. In the meanwhile, there's a very good possibility that Sebastian will see that his mommy is in one of the greatest professions in the world. I can think of very few things I would like better than to sit in the audience and watch as he graduates with the College of Nursing class of May 2027. Perhaps in March of that same year, I'll get to sit in this room with a student that I am supporting through Dreammakers. Perhaps right now, you are supporting that same dream for another family and another student, and I am so grateful for you. I love you, Jason.